going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel with Exhausted. So in today's episode, it's episode 2 of the turbo build, and what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be mounting up our TOYO SPORTS intercooler to the front of the car using a couple of brackets which I bought online. Now these are universal brackets, so they may not actually fit straight out the box, so we may need to do some bending and modifications to these to get it to fit. But I guess first of all, we'll jack up the car, get all of the bits off which we need so we get access to that, so we can see exactly what's under there, and then yeah, we'll go ahead and mount this bad boy up. So without no further ado, let's go. So first of all, I'm going to be removing this black panel from here just so we can see completely through the top. So I've got a range of screwdrivers, not too sure exactly which one's going to be perfect. So what I like to do when there's bolts we've taken a part of is basically put all 4 of these bolts, which you can see right there. I like to put them on like a zip type bag or something like that, just so I can label them so I know exactly where they go when putting it back together. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in a bag now. So now we've got that on the front, we want to jack the car up. So we're going to use 2 jack stands. And one really important thing, which I thought this was going to be important to let you guys know, is to make sure you always use some wheel chucks. And that's just basically going to stop the car from going forward. So before we jack it up, we want to ensure that the parking brake's on. If it's a manual car, put it into first gear, or if it's an automatic, make sure it's in park, and make sure to chuck the back wheels to make sure that the car doesn't roll back, because that would be a bit of a nightmare, fall off the stands and do a lot of damage, especially when the car's lowered. So we're going to go ahead and do all 3 things now. So now we've got the front end in the air, and we've got both axle stands supporting on the chassis rails underneath the MX5. Now at this point you want to be very careful, make sure you shake the car around to ensure that it's not wobbling or anything like that, and to make sure it's completely sturdy, so you wouldn't want this to fall off whilst you're under the car. So now we're going to go ahead and remove this plastic under tray. There's various 10mm bolts around holding it in, so we just want to take all of those out. I'm also going to be taking out this grille because we no longer want that, we'd prefer to see the intercooler through that. And also there's another plastic trim up here, but when I take it out you'll see what I mean by that. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take all those out now. Just take out our plastic under tray. So if we take a look under here, I've removed the 2 bolts in the centre there. I've also got one here and one directly on the other side, which are too rusty to come out. And because they're so rusty, when I've tried to take them out, they've just rounded. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just cut those plastic tabs off, so they just come off with this plastic bit up here, which we're taking off. The only thing they literally do is hold that in place, and we don't need that anymore, so there's no harm in cutting those off. Finally. So basically what we're doing is we're using one of the small ones in the middle and a long one either side, and I think that's going to be able to mean we're going to be able to attach it to that chassis. I'm not 100% sure yet. Well, it's not the chassis, but it's part of like pretty solid part, so it's not going to go anywhere from there. I'm going to actually mount it upside down. I mean, I presume it's upside down because the logo is going to be on the bottom, but it doesn't make any difference whatsoever. And yeah, the only reason I'm doing that is because otherwise it's basically where the piping is going to go on is going to clash with things, it's not going to fit through. And I mean, I guess already I think it's going to be a bit of a job to get this all to fit, but we'll just see. So guys, we found a bag full of bolts, so I'm just going to get out 2 nuts and bolts, perfect, and 2 washers, and then let's see if we can line these other things up. Now, like I was saying, I'm not 100% sure if this is going to work. One's going to work, if not we may have to make 2 new brackets which are the correct length. So yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to reach, but what my idea is we're going to use another shorter one, and we're going to kind of try to attach 2 together just to get it to reach that final bit of the way, which is probably going to work, to be honest. So yeah, let's give this a go. So guys, we finally managed to get a setup which works. We've got the middle one holding in there, one of the long pieces on that side, and then we've got 2 attached together like that in order to hold it into the 3rd place where it's attached to. So we're going to tighten all of these down as tight as possible, and hopefully that intercooler is no longer going to be wobbly. Yeah, we're just going to have to do it and see if it works. A bit of improvisation, I guess. As we can see, the intercooler is fully installed here. I'm pushing on it quite hard and no movement whatsoever, so that is nicely attached in there. As you can see from the top, hopefully if it focuses, we've got our brackets just there, there and there, so that's all holding it in place. I might at some point do the bottom as well, if I can find something to attach that to, but as you can see, it looks so cool with the intercooler in there. It's starting to look a lot more turboed now, or to the outside, well, under the bonnet. As you can see, we've really done fuck all. But yeah, that's one of the main things which I wanted to do before the turbo build. Now I'm going to go ahead for the next episode and start routing the intercooler piping, so we've got that pretty much in place, because that's a bit of a tough job, especially on these where there's so many pipes and stuff in the way, just to get them up. Once we get it through into the engine bay, we're going to be pretty pleased. But yeah, I'm just going to give you a couple of little montages of the intercooler. So yeah guys, in this episode we installed the intercooler into the front or the mouth of the MX5, which to be honest from that montage, and I really think it looks hella awesome. Makes the car look a lot more aggressive, and it tells people it's turboed, cools down the air, so it's just a win-win-win situation. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, we've got loads of... Thanks for watching guys, be sure to give me a thumbs up, really helps me out on the channel, and it's going to really help me to do more projects in the future as we grow. So yeah, be sure to smash that thumbs up button, subscribe down below for more awesome content on the turbo series. In the next episode of the turbo build, I'm most likely going to be starting to fabricate the intercooler piping up to the throttle body and then up into the engine bay on the hot side of the intercooler. So yeah, that's what's probably coming next, but don't quote me on that because we may be doing something different, like the gauge pod or something like that on the interior. But yeah, until the next one guys, adios.